Today's topic Boyle's law. Robert Boyle conducted extensive research regarding the effect of pressure on the volume of a fixed mass of any gas and introduced a law known as Boyle's law to describe the pressure volume relationship of a certain mass of any gas at constant temperature. Initially, he studied with a single gas, then it was proved that all gases having fixed mass follow Boyle's law equally. Though there are some conditions where all gases do not follow Boyle's law. I will come to this later on. Now, what is Boyle's law? Boyle's law states that at constant temperature, the volume of a given mass of a gas is inversely proportional to its pressure. So, if the volume is V and the pressure is P, we can write as V varies as 1 by P. V varies as 1 by P. That means V is inversely proportional to P. It means that inversely proportional means that if pressure is increased, volume will decrease. If pressure is increased, volume is decreased, and if pressure is decreased, volume will increase. That means these two will behave in a reverse manner simultaneously. Now, if you remove this proportionality sign, you have to multiply it with a constant. So, V is equal to constant into 1 by P. If you cross multiply, you will get PV is equal to K. That means the product of pressure and volume of a given mass of a gas, of course at constant temperature, is constant. That means if PV is equal to 20, when the pressure is 4, the volume is 5, is 20. Now since PV is equal to constant, the given mass of a dry gas at a constant pressure will have different volumes of pressure and volume, different values of pressure and volume, but the product will remain same. For example, if the pressure is 2, to get 20, the volume must be 10. Again, if it is increased to 4, then 10 will decrease to 5 to get 20. If 2 is increased to 10, the 10 will get decreased to 2, so that the product is 20. If 4 gets increased to 20, 5 will get decreased to 1 to get 20. That means pressure and volume, the product of pressure and volume will always remain same. So PV is equal to constant. The product of pressure and volume always remain same. This is Boyle's law. This is called PV is equal to K. It's a mathematical expression of Boyle's law where K is a constant and K depends on the mass and temperature of the constant. So alternately we can also state that at constant temperature the product of pressure and volume of a given mass of a dry gas is always constant. Now we will get another mathematical relation if we consider two gases at a definite temperature. See, when the pressure is P1, the volume occupied by the gas is V1, and when the pressure is decreased by P2, the volume will automatically get increased to V2. Now product of P1 and V1 will be constant, product of P2 and V2 will also be constant from Boyle's law. So P1 V1 is equal to K, P2 V2 is equal to K, both are equal to K, so we can write P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. This is the mathematical expression of Boyle's law. And if you graphically plot the pressure volume relationship, then you will get the nature of graph in this manner. If the temperature is small, the graph will be this. When the temperature is raised, the graph will be raised to a certain extent. If temperature is greater, the graph will be in this way. This is known as a hyperbolic graph. It's a hyperbola. Now, see, we are plotting V taken as the x-axis and P taken as the y-axis. See, we are plotting P with see when the volume is 2, pressure is 10. When the volume is 2, pressure is 10. To 210 is a point. So 210 is a point. 210. Similarly, 4 into 5, 20. 4, 5 is a point. Similarly, when the volume is 10, the pressure must be equal to 2, so that 10 into 2, 20. It is 2, 10 into 2, 20, 4, 4 into 5, 20, 10, 10 into 20. 210 is a point, 210 is a point, 10 2 is a point, and 4 5 is a point. Similarly 21, 20 comma 1 is another point. If you join these points together, all together you will get a graph in this manner. It is known as a rectangular hyperbola. So at constant temperature, the volume and the corresponding pressure of a given mass of any gas can be determined. Now when plotted, you will get a graph of this nature for a constant temperature. If the constant is increased to T2, the graph will be little raised. If you draw a PV versus B graph or PV versus P graph, you will get a straight line parallel to V axis. If you take a PV V graph, if you take a PV P graph, then also it will be a straight line parallel to P axis. How? Because PV is always constant. Here in the Y axis, along the Y axis we have taken PV. Now PV is equal to constant. 2, this is 1. For volume 2, PV is equal to 20. For volume 4, PV is equal to 20. For volume 10, PV is equal to 20. For volume 20, PV is equal to 20. So whatever may be the value of V or P, PV will remain constant. This is Gauss law. To join this point, you will get a straight line parallel to the V axis. This is PV versus V graph. The same nature you will get if you draw PV versus P graph. Similarly, if you take P versus 1 by V graph or V versus 1 by P graph, you will get a straight line passing through the origin. Greater the temperature, greater will be the angle of inclination made by the straight line with the 1 by V axis. So these are the graphical representations of the different parameters. Now what are parameters? Actually the condition of a gas and its state all are measured or can be determined if you know three things, that is the pressure, temperature, volume, and of course the mass of the gas. So these are known as the parameters of the gas. Now how can you explain that V varies as 1 by P? What will be the explanation behind the Boyle's law? So although Boyle's law is applicable to all gases, yet all gases do not actually obey the law at ordinary temperature and pressure. Under ordinary conditions, nitrogen, hydrogen and some light inert gases, they obey Boyle's law. But some gases, ammonia, carbon dioxide, they display significant departure from this law. But surprisingly, all gases behave more or less in accordance with the Boyle's law at extremely high temperature and very low pressure. But in those cases where the change in pressure is accompanied by change in number of molecules, there are some gases which display such behavior. For example, nitrogen dioxide gas. The change in pressure affects change in the number of molecules. So in case of Boyle's law, this nitrogen dioxide will not follow Boyle's law even under ordinary condition and temperature and pressure. Specifically I am mentioning nitrogen dioxide. There are many other gases. Actually there are some gases which are very unstable by nature. Nitrogen dioxide always contains some traces of nitric oxide or dinitrogen tetroxide. Because of the presence of other gases always with it, its number of molecules of the two gases changes effectively with the increase in pressure. So PV is equal to constant relationship does not always hold good. That means gaseous substances is composed of countless number of molecules. So they possess thermal energy. Because they have thermal energy, these molecules move about randomly, ceaseless in all direction and collide with each other, collide with the walls of the vessel. Because of this continuous collision and bombardment on the inner walls of the container, a pressure is developed within the gas. Now at a constant temperature, the volume of a given mass of any gas is made to decrease. The frequency of collision of the molecules in the walls will increase, and which eventually increase the gas pressure. তার মানে কন্টিনিউয়াস যদি বোমবার্ড করতে থাকে ইনার ওয়ালস অফ দ্য কন্টেনারে গ্যাসের মলিকুলসগুলো একটা প্রেশার তৈরি করবে, একটা প্রেশার ক্রিয়েট করবে। টেম্পারেচারটা যদি একই থাকে মানে এক কনস্ট্যান্ট প্রেশার, যখন ভলিউম অফ আ গিভেন মাস অফ আ গ্যাস ডিক্রিজ করতে শুরু করে তখন হয় কি দ্য ফ্রিকোয়েন্সি অফ কলিশন অফ দ্য মলিকুলস কোথায় অন দ্য ওয়ালস অফ দ্য কন্টেনার ইনক্রিজ করবে। তার ফলে কী হবে, এটা ইনক্রিজ দ্য গ্যাস প্রেশার, গ্যাস প্রেশারটাও ইনক্রিজ করবে। আবার when the volume is allowed to increase, the frequency of collision of the molecules against the walls naturally decrease, so the pressure will fall. This is the explanation why pressure and volume are inversely related to each other.